Okay. Can you tell everybody what your real name is?
My real name?
Yeah.
Wesley Joseph Hickman.
I have a question for you, Wesley. I
Cool!
Cool. So your new trick is that you learned how to
Ride a bike
with training wheels or without training wheels?
without training wheels.
Without training wheels? That must have been scary. Was that scary?
No. No, it wasn't scary.
So, Wesley has a new trick, and his trick is that he can ride a bicycle all by himself on two wheels without training wheels.
And we're just a little bit proud of him.
Super proud of him.
So we started last August. We got a balance bike for him. Like kind of the end of August, I saw like a deal for one online with a really good review, and I was like, you know what? Let's try it. Like, let's give it a shot. So we did, and
Really good decision.
except he was really bad at it at the beginning.
Well,
I mean, I think that's
yeah.
normal, but
It's a great decision now.
yeah, I was gonna say.
For about a month after we bought it, we tried really hard with the balance bike. And Bethany, especially, since she was one that kind of initiated that purchase, was really pushing it.
I just don't want to waste.
Not pushing it, but
Like-
yeah, she was
We'd
like,
have
we
him
bought
practice a couple times a week.
right, like we bought this, so we should probably use it.
Right.
And how would you describe the first month after we got it?
A little bit painful. Pretty sure I was teaching it wrong. I remember we were looking up like videos online, like
Oh,
how
yeah.
to teach your kid to ride a balance bike because he just wasn't getting it. But that's part of it. That's part apparently of how it works with the balance bike. You just have to keep on practicing. Yeah. Anyway,
was
so we
bad.
tried that for like a couple months, put it away for the season. So we put it back out in March. Felt like he should try it again. And he was a little bit better. I don't really know how we got him to keep getting better at it.
And that's one thing that I didn't necessarily love about this process was just like you can't make your kids have courage. Like they kind of find it on their own.
have to
And as
build it.
much as like you want to encourage them and stuff, it really is like it was his decision, and it's like he's gonna be ready when he's ready.
Yeah, building his confidence. And then he got like really good at his balance bike to where he'd like put his legs out like spread eagle as he was riding, and like he could go like zig in and out. Not like he was trying to be cool, but he could just get his balance figured out. I saw this two-wheel bike that was like really tiny on sale online, and I was kind of like, maybe we should get this to have, so once we get a little closer to like, I thought like August or September, we would give him this bike to try with pedals.
We practiced with that, and actually, once again, it was Bethany. I thought it would have been me that was really wanting to get them going on the bike, but I was pretty content. He was content on the balance bike, and Bethany was like, no, let's just try it. And I was like,
I
okay.
just felt like he could do it. He was so good with balancing, like down pretty big hills, and he was fast when we would go on a bike ride.
And so honestly, I wasn't really buying it at first, and I was like, yeah, sure, like practice with him. And kind of in the back of my mind, I was thinking, okay, he's not gonna do this. He's just a little bit young. Maybe he's not quite ready yet.
We decided to try it, and he was getting it figured out. So that was kind of exciting.
So then I started working with him as well as Bethany because I was starting to see like, oh, maybe he is ready to do this. He was still about a month away from turning 4, and one day we went out while Bethany was at work.
So I just started back to work.
Yeah.
Seriously, like a couple of days, and he FaceTimed me right when I got there, and I was like, what's going on? Like, what's up? And Wesley is riding like down a side street, like no big deal.
I wasn't expecting him to ride. I honestly just thought we were going to practice just like any other day. And he just took off. And I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't believe that he did it. Let's get it perfect. Good. It's okay. I got you. All right, now push off. Good. Good. All right, you got it. Woo-hoo! once he did it the first time, it was just like swimming. Once he did it for the first time, there was like no going back, and he was all of a sudden, oh, the wall's broken and I can do this now. And it's like, I'm never gonna go back to not being able to do it. It was just the mental hurdle that he broke through was amazing. Who helped you practice when you were learning to ride a pedal bike with no training wheels?
You.
I did?
Yeah.
Who else?
Mom.
Was it fun learning how to ride a pedal bike?
I think it was. It was not scary.
It was not even scary a little bit?
It was not even scary a little bit.
Wow, that is
It was
cool.
a whole lot fun.
It's a whole lot of fun. Let's see, do you ride your pedal bike slow or fast?
I do it a little bit slow and then I do it super fast.
Are you as fast as Daddy?
I am.
What is your bike called? What's the name of your bike?
Dirt Buster.
What color is your bike?
Green and purple.
Do you like your bike?
What? It looks pretty good.
Mommy and I are both really, really proud of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Microphone and then I can ask you some questions.
All right.
What is your favorite thing to do on a bike ride?
My favorite thing to do on the bike ride is when we do the whole loop around the town. One of the reasons I think it was so important for us to teach him to ride a bike, especially even this early, bike rides are like a really important part to our family. I think it's how we spend a lot of our time, especially me and the boys. We spend a lot of our time on the bike path, especially when they were younger in the bike trailer, and just be outside with the boys. We'd stop at the park and play, and it was just a way that I really like to spend time with them.
It's nice. Simon's really good in the bike trailer. Wesley had always been pretty good, and then last summer they would ride in it together. We had like an infant seat, and they could sit in there together, and they used to like hold hands and be really sweet. But Simon has done great even with Wesley riding next to him. He just kind of chills out, hangs out. It's pretty easy going.
Wesley's been doing some really cool new things, and like swimming for the first time and riding a bike for the first time. I think it's easy sometimes for us to focus on all the new things that he's doing and maybe not as much of the new things that Simon is doing just because he's younger. And even though Wesley's doing things first, Simon is still doing new things as well. And so I think we're going to try to make a video about all things Simon related because he is doing some really cool stuff too. He's getting so big.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to see the difference between the two of them at this age and the differences of things they were interested in or like personality quirks that are kind of different.
Comparing your children, it's the best thing you can do.
Always do that.
Always compare.
Always.
That's what we read in all the books. Who's our favorite kid?
Oh,
Never know.
stop. All right, bye. Confession. We were teaching Wesley to ride his bike over quarantine, and I'm a hairstylist. And I just happened to put some foil in my hair and decided we would teach Wesley to ride his bike. So when he was first learning and like the first time he rode a few feet on his own, I was absolutely in the front yard with foil in my hair. So now forever we'll have those videos of me looking like an idiot in the middle of March out there riding a two-wheel pedal bike with our child.
Okay, real confession this time, and I actually do feel a little bit guilty about this. When Bethany bought Wesley's first bike with pedals, I thought it was a ridiculous idea. I honestly thought it was so unnecessary. I was like, Bethany, he's not going to ride a bike for like years. She was like, no, it's a really good deal. We should get it right now. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. But I doubted Wesley so much, and I didn't think that he would be riding a bike. So I feel a little guilty about that because he's doing so well. But parent confession, sorry, Wes.